if he would admit to us what he told Cindy Short, that he found allegedly the 3 phones on the night, baby Lisa went missing, that would be a tantamount to an admission. Well, here's how that went in part. Now, did you have those phones? Those, because we understand that you told a lawyer, Cindy Short, that you found those phones.
I'm seeing her whatever she wanted me to hear. I didn't tell her I found those phones. I said I found phones that night, but I didn't find them.
No, nothing. Oh, why?
It's because she's asked me a million questions, and I didn't want to just make her happy, whatever. So the listening audience knows one of the things he did there, Phil, which you've called attention to in the past, it can be part of a cluster of deception, is hands above the midline. He started to move his hands up like, oh, she did this. And you've told me in the past, and I know from your book, Spy the Lie, which everyone should read, when you're lying, the nervous energy has to shoot out of you somehow, whether it's your leg crossed and foot clicking, or you start to rock, but hands above the midline, touching your nose, touching your head, moving around, can be part of a deception cluster. So what did you make of the phone's answer?
Exactly where you were going, Megan. Again, it represents a very significant spike in his anxiety level here. And it's interesting, why on earth would someone who's telling the truth need to admit that while they weren't, didn't say they had taken the phones that were missing, but they found other phones on that particular night by coincidence, so to speak? Who in their right mind would do that if you're telling the truth? Because and what he recognizes is that by saying that he even had phones, that he did find phones that night, is almost as equally incriminating as the fact that he had the phones that were missing. It's clearly one and the same. So that's what led him to say, in my opinion, what led him to say, oh, I was just lying to her at that particular time.
I was surprised that immediately he knew who Cindy Short was and he knew about the phone conversation. He didn't stutter like, what? Huh? Oh,
Well,
no, it's nonsense.
if you think about it for that one moment, let's postulate that he is guilty. Let's assume, let's just for argument's sake say he's guilty. Every breath, every moment is burned in his brain.